Hi everybody, I'm just waiting for some people to come in because I know some people were deciding to come in. Don't know if I can move this. I can. 1 second, I'm just figuring out how to move chat. I think I'm doing it. I don't know how to drag the whole thing. Never mind. I'll move along again. So I'm going live again. Hi everybody, this is the energy reading for the 5th of August 2020. I've got an appointment real soon, but I thought I could go live again because I still haven't got the mic that I ordered, and I can do a few readings after the actual daily reading. If people want to, I can pull a few cards for anybody who wants to. RB, hi RB, you're the first here. No, I'm a Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, and Gemini rising. That's me. So pretty much all airhead. So I go off on my thoughts a lot, and get lost in my thoughts a lot. Are you an Aries, RB? You're a Gemini and an Aquarius moon. Wow. Twins. That's amazing. It's a bit of a mix, isn't it? It's interesting life, isn't it? With that mix. People either love or hate it, but most people love it. And I'm sure you are awesome with that mix too. Truth tellers, that's what we are. But my rising is either Leo or Cancer, not sure. Oh, well, we'll have to work that out, RB. I'm not an astrologer, but I love astrology and I'm learning as I go along. I love the planets. I can look through them like lenses. Hey, Susie, there you are. I just sent an email. I didn't even know if you got it. You woke up just in time. You must have gotten a telepathic email as well. RB, if you send me your details, I don't know if you've got me on Facebook, you can add me or go to my page, True Divine, on Facebook and give me your details, and I'm good enough as to do a search to get you your accurate results. Mercury and Venus, yes, very much so, very much so. I look through the lenses of the planets a lot, RB, to figure out some of my knowings, and some of, because the energies of the planets, the beings in themselves, for me, light lenses. So I'll help you in any way I can, RB, absolutely. I'm glad you're here. You just send me your details. There's Susie. Susie is awesome. Susie is a just endless knowledge and a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady too, RB, if you ever have any questions for her. But yes, I like to look through the planets. To me, they're light portals, like lenses that I can look through via the energies that they carry, sometimes to give me a little bit more knowledge about what my knowings are on any particular day. And it does put more power to it, especially when you're looking up great astrologers. Look up the Leo King. He has never done me wrong. He is an awesome astrologer, absolutely. And Meru Matu. So I think it's MERUMATU. You'll find her on YouTube. She is also oh, thank you. I don't feel very beautiful, but thank you. I'll take it and run with it. So yes, Miruma too is also, again, never done me wrong, and they have a much more extensive knowledge of the planets, and the way they look at them is awesome. The way they explain them is awesome. So the Leo King and Miruma too on YouTube are my go-tos, and they really are so accurate. So you can't deny that the as above, so below rule, in that, depending on the planetary alignments, especially with my energy work, I pick up on that alignment so much, and it makes so much more sense when I can combine the two. And those two people, that lady and that gent, they do awesome work to help me do that. So, but I'm learning more and more as I go along. There's so much to learn. And as Gemini, you never quench that thirst to learn, do you? Yes, I have Instagram. It's the True Divine for Instagram and Twitter. I haven't got a clue how to use it, I'll be honest. So I prefer people to just follow me because I don't know how to find people properly. I put up pictures. I didn't even realize you can't click on links there. So I'm learning again. I'm not tech savvy at all, Arby. So I'm learning as I go. Susie's guiding me, telling me what to do. So I'm gonna do the daily energy reading. And then if you want a reading, Arby, or if you need a question answered, Susie, you can always shout out to me personally or on here. We're all learning, Susie, and sometimes ego can get in the way of a lot of people's learning curve because the ego tells them they've got to be the best or they know it all. And of course, that's impossible because there's so many different realities, because there's so many different perceptions. Perception is reality because what we manifest in here, we project in our physical reality. So it's for me, it's the highest form of wisdom to say you're always learning, always learning. There's no two ways about it. You can't not be, in my opinion. Thank you, Arby. I'll reply to you. I've got a doctor's appointment a little while. So I've got a doctor's appointment at 12:30. So Susie, tell me to stop. I need to stop because I can go off on a tangent. And so you're quick. Yeah, Gemini, snap. So yeah, I'll text you back probably while I'm sitting in the doctor's surgery, because that's what they make us do there, isn't it? Just so they feel important. Okay, so should I do the daily energy reading? Yeah. So this is the daily energy reading for the 5th of August 2020 for everybody catching this later on. Oh no, Arby, it's just some bloods, it's just a checkup. I have some medical conditions that I've got to keep an eye on, so it's nothing bad. I feel quite well at the minute. I have to be there for 12:30, Susie, so I have to be off here. It's only 10 minutes away in the car, so I have to be off here at about 12:20, maybe 25 past, because I'm not going to sit in the doctor's surgery if I'm 5 minutes late. They'll keep me waiting another 10 anyway. So yes, Susie, you tell me to shut up when I need to shut up. Beautiful. So yeah, I'll be just checkups, nothing serious, just to make sure that I'm looking after myself, which as Geminis, we tend to run ourselves into the ground, rest, then run ourselves into the ground a bit more, but it's fun that way, isn't it? Thank you, Susie. Mwah. So the first cards we've got, I got out a new deck today, and it's the Ramses deck. So, a little bit of ancient Egypt, something we all need to know a lot more about, not what we've been taught, that's for sure. So on the first card, this came up for somebody in one of the personal readings yesterday, and it's this Prince of Wands, this Page of Wands. And so there is this enthusiastic energy going towards projects, going towards things that light up your passion. And it's exciting today energetically because everything has been flipped upside down. So if you look at the Masons and their symbology of the pillars, and all of the pillars that we see in our cities, they've been representative of the phallic, symbol in the male penis. And so, but actually, like everything, they flipped the script. The pillars are the feminine, the divine feminine was everything we are on here. This earth, this Mother Earth is divine feminine. And that's where we hold the space and exalt and hold anything that takes action, like this Prince of Wands, this divine masculine energy. So it is actually the goddess that holds the structure, that holds, just like the womb with a baby, this came up yesterday, it holds the structure. And so people are starting to awaken to this, because to clarify that Prince of Wands, we've got, and this is a beautiful deck, we've got the Queen of Cups. And so this is the divine feminine mixed with the divine masculine. This divine masculine all fired up, intuitively going towards something that is leading the passions, that is leading the way, leading the path. Now, this prince is awesome because he's kind. It's a kind energy, but he's mutable in that, he's not fixed. So these two combined, if this represents you in yourself, hopefully so, the divine masculine and divine feminine within, as we all have, no matter what gender we are, then it means that you are starting to get into flow. You're not fixed because you've got this passion, you've got this drive. So this divine feminine, intuitive energy, compassionate energy holds space and guides this divine masculine action, taking action, going towards what you need to go towards to fulfill your destiny, to fulfill your soul's path. Now, if this represents somebody outside of self as well as self, then it means that, this is a good combination of teamwork, of partnership, even marriage. Although I don't agree with, organized marriage, I think that's been flipped as well, but that's for another subject, another day. But the companionship, partnership, lovers, this would be a good day to really solidify that and go forward in some way. But mainly I like to focus on the self and then everything thereafter. So seeing this as this divine feminine energy within, holding space and time, inspiring, guiding this flame, this passion, this action towards something, a project, a building of something that is supposed to be done. Because the second card we've got is the Nine of Earth. So again, this came up yesterday, and it's this abundance that has been there the whole time. It just needed to be, just like this Page of Wands is good at doing, this Prince of Wands, this Prince of Fire, however you want to say it, is good at seeing different types of abundance, the abundance of the land, the fertility, abundance that has always been there, but hidden under the cash system, under the ego of wanting to do well, on social media statuses, on wanting to do well with what type of car. This is a nitty-gritty ground abundance, what can sustain and hold you, seeing it in a different way. And you're going towards that enthusiastically, and so you should. It deals with the Nine of Earth, Nine of Pentacles, this accomplishment, the success in this journey, and the luxury within it, in the people that you meet along the way in this journey, the way it's going to go, the way it's going to land for you. To clarify that though, and I think this came up yesterday too, and it's a different deck, but this is the Three of Swords. And if you see here on this card, there's the snake there under, and somebody's noticed it. So there's somebody in the team. The Three of Swords is despair, sorrow, hurts. There's somebody in the team that's going towards this Nine of Pentacles, this land, this fertility, this abundance. A snake has their year of somebody in your group. And, that could be quite dangerous. It could be quite, it could break up the group. It could break up what you're doing here, what you're going to achieve here, what you're going towards. You see the snake is hidden sort of under the shield, and it's only his eyes that are on it. And so it does speak of that somebody in your group, a snake has their year, in that, there's this temptation, there's this meddling, there's this wanting to hurt, wanting to harm. It breaks up and tires out the group. So be aware of that. And, it's time to not mess about anymore. When we're looking to this new reality that we're trying to create for each and every one of us and individually, sometimes we're going to have to cut the head off the snake, so to speak, so it can't slither in and break up this beautiful abundance here, this beautiful togetherness here, this luxury within the group. The third card being the Three of Wands. So lots of threes in that, and that is clarified by this Queen of Swords. So RB, this is like the Gemini card. So there's some truth, because this Three of Wands means the partnership, means travel, and that's like this. The wands are bookending this reading. We've got this one first, this fire going towards it, and then this partnership occurring, fire at the end of it, passion, drive, going forward, enjoying the journey and enjoying fruits of your labor, enjoying the assistance that you're getting of other people along the way. But regarding this Three of Swords, this snake in the grass, this Queen of Swords is going to, and this represents you too, Susie, this is going to speak truth into this and see truth, and not be afraid to cut the head off the snake, so to speak. There's some truths that need to be said. There's some truths that just even need to be known. Boom, Susie, yeah. So that needs to be done to protect what is going on here, this goodness, this abundance, this luxury. On the bottom of this deck, we've got the Eight of Earth. So this means that we've got this build-up of learning along the way, work being there for people to do, people finding their roles in the group that you're building or the group that you're connecting with, friendship groups, working towards something, but real fulfillment, a feeling of fulfillment, a feeling of you're doing the right thing and you know you're doing the right thing. On the bottom of the other deck, we've got the Eight of Swords. So again, this energy sneaking in, and this would be this Three of Swords, this snake in the grass. So it's because it's on the bottom of the deck here, there's this underlying energy. It's very sneaky and slithery, going under the surface, thinking it's not going to get caught. No chance in hell, because Queen of Swords is always going to see through that sooner or later, usually sooner, and deal with it appropriately. And that's what the Queen of Swords is best at doing. So to cut out this cycle of, you see, this guy is really trying to stop this bickering, this fighting with this group here, trying to break it up. So, you know, to come in before that happens would be awesome. As we know, Susie, it's already been happening in a lot of ways for a lot of people. But you know, before it gets too dangerous, before it gets too much and breaks up the group too much. So that is the reading for the 5th of August 2020. Arby, are you still there? Do you have a question you want me to pull some cards for before I go? That was a bit of a boom, wasn't it, Susie? That really was. I love tarot. Are you still there, Arby? Yeah, it was, Susie. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And this shows how energies reflect and deflect and bounce around and happen in a lot of people's lives. What do you... Yes, of course, Susie. Yeah. Do you just want it in general? Or is there a question to it? Put him for Steve. And some guidance for Steve. Is Steve quite slim, Susie? Wait till you get back. Seen a slim man, either him or connected to him. Yeah. Is he quite slim build? Go for Steve, please. Make connection with Steve. Give him the best possible guidance for whatever he needs it for. Inspiration on his path. Nope. Let me connect with what he needs to know from his higher self, speaking to his inner self. So we've got the Eight of Swords, Susie. So there's this sort of catch-22 for him. Again, this cycle of thoughts that are keeping him, you know, going round in a circle. The fear of the future really impacting him, even if it's just in his quiet moments. the moon card. So he's aware, very aware of the hidden agendas on the collective stage. He really sees through the veil of illusion that is around all of the different agendas, but he's got himself wrapped up in it so much that he's a bit trapped, a bit low, a bit depleted of energy. You know, even things from the past may be coming back to haunt him, whether that's memories or actual people. But even within that, in his individual life, he knows, or he picks up on the fact that there's hidden agendas with those people. Yeah, he hates that. I hate those masks. I'm going to refuse to wear one when I go to the doctors. They don't do anything anyway. If you squirt a bit of perfume, you can still smell it, and you ain't stopping any virus. So yes, he's got himself wrapped up. Now, the Eight of Swords, I like to say it's like the merry-go-round. Oh, but there you are. The Eight of Swords is like the merry-go-round. You think about something so much that actually the merry-go-round, the thoughts start to go faster and faster in your brain. And it gets to the point of this fear of the future. It would be lovely to see him here, yes, and let him know so we can catch up on this. This fear of the future gets you fearful of when to actually start to jump off. So you get wrapped up in those thoughts so much that you get afraid to jump off this thought merry-go-round and land, because you don't know where you're landing. Now that coupled with the moon card, it is wrapped up in these hidden agendas of people around him. Even strangers he picks up on energy more than he knows, and picking up on the collective, especially with him being an Uber driver. It's okay, you can let him know if you think, or you can interpret this message to him if you think it will help him from your mouth, Susie. But he sees it, and he's got himself so wrapped up in it that he's actually depleting himself of energy. And so it's a fine balance, isn't it? Because right now we do need to be warriors of truth. We do need to know what's going on, and we do need people like this that see through the agendas. But it's important also, and this is exactly what you're doing today, Susie, to support these people by giving them some guidance to know that it's time actually to get off that merry-go-round and tread lightly on that tightrope of knowing what is going on, but also keeping your energy whole, also being able to see the beauty in the world, also being able to stay strong, energetically higher frequency, to not let the knowing of these hidden agendas, I bet he did, telepathic, Susie. But yes, knowing of these hidden agendas, to not actually lower your frequency, because then that helps these hidden agendas out. Everybody needs to be fighting against it in a way of raising their frequency, getting their inner world, their individual world whole, so their frequency can be high. He's guided by intuition quite a lot. He is intuitive. And he is hard-working with that Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. But he needs to know that part of taking dominion over his own world is also treading that tightrope and getting that energy risen to a higher frequency, so that he is in the know but not affected. And so he needs to build that firm foundation of, meditating, taking some time out, taking some time to do anything that just makes him smile, practicing raising that frequency by looking at a bee, looking at a flower, and really looking at it, looking at the detail, and feel how that actually, when you do that and you stop and breathe deeply and do that and recognize all of the different patterns and details on them, you can raise your frequency and see the importance even in the smallest things, which gives you that power to go forward. Now, that's his third card, is the Strength card. So Major Arcana, this is the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And what he needs to understand most of all is that this is within him. And this Divine Feminine energy, she's slim, she's beautiful, she's not powerful as powerful physically as this lion is, this lion representing the divine masculine, she gets through this with her fortitude, and it's more of a subtle strength of doing this high frequency work. It's a lovely card. I love this card too. Doing this high frequency work within himself, and that actually prizes the jaws of this lion open to put that lion into action in the right place, in the right way, because he feels like he wants to do more. He needs to let more people know. And there's real strength in being subtle with that, and having the courage to put self first, and know that control of consciousness will put him in a much better stead of truth seeking and knowing, without delving into this Eight of Swords energy, which is a nasty energy to stay in. So it's good. Every card can be good for a time, because it helps you sort out where you need to work. Thank you, Susie. Where you need to work on yourself, so that you don't have those insecurities, those fears, that those thoughts will go around in circles for you. So yeah, he's got this Queen of Cups again came out. So it's this intuitive side of him, this strength, this subtle strength. I know he's a man, but it's the picturing of a woman giving birth, where she has the action taking place. The masculine energy within her is making the action happen, the contractions, the muscles all contracting and easing, contracting and easing. To me, that is the divine masculine energy sparking off that chemical within the body to start that action, that process of making something happen, where the divine feminine energy is underneath all of that, controlling the situation, breathing through the contractions, breathing through the things that might cause you upset or pain or hurts or worry, and knowing that combining the two is where his power is. So that's the best for Steve. The Magician on the bottom of the deck there. So, knowing that he has the capacity to do this, knowing that he has such a wide variety of knowledge, a wide variety of knowings of other people and their energy, and picking up on that. And he does the runes too. Yeah, so that's his intuitive side. But he needs to balance that out a little bit more. He's in some knowings that are frightening. He's in some knowings that about hidden agendas on the collective stage in particular, that, do put you temporarily in this place of, damn, this is really happening. And so, for himself, he needs to remember self too, that he's got that power of the divine feminine to give him that subtle energy to really control and channel the action of his divine masculine, to know that he can raise that frequency while still knowing these agendas and these things that aren't comfortable to know. I'll send abundance for him. Absolutely. He's a nice guy, and he's trying to do good in the world. I'll send him it too, though, Susie. That's absolutely fine. I'll do it while I'm at the doctor's sitting waiting. So yes, that's for Steve. Steve, I hope that helps. If you see this, or if Susie explains it to you, I hope that helps, and just gives you that little reminder that we all need to put self first, so that you can get the work done that you want to get done, to get the knowings known that you want to get known, without putting yourself in jeopardy and energetic wise, that you're not being depleted. So go to the doctor, sweetness. I will do. Thank you, Mama Susie. I needed that, because otherwise I can go on and on with the reading. So much love to everybody. Susie, I love you. You can pass that on to Steve now. Hope it helps him. Much abundance and balance and wholeness to you, Steve, and everybody else that popped in particular, Miss Susie. Love you all, and I'll see you soon. See you soon, Susie. Mwah.